Hi, everyone.
Good evening.
We finally did it. On August 30th, we launched the first statement for the Drop Kiwi Farms campaign website. And today, Cloudflare has finally dropped kiwifarms.net. When we put all of our collective energy together, we managed to get a multi-billion-dollar corporation to drop this hate site. And this is something we should absolutely celebrate, but it's not the end. We need to take the W and we need to celebrate. Because if we can get Cloudflare to drop Kiwi Farms, we can easily get any other company that they work with to drop Kiwi Farms. I've seen people in chat say, oh, the .ru site is already up. It's barely functional. They have never had this much heat on them before. And this is just the beginning of the campaign. The next step is to get fiberhub, the servers that host Kiwi Farms in Las Vegas, to drop them. Fiberhub is a much smaller company. It won't take us long to do that. We're going to win. That's about all I had to say. How are you doing, Ellen?
I'm very tired.
Me too.
Very, very tired. She hasn't stopped working all week, so...
We got swatted right before we got the news.
It didn't work.
Yeah, just insane.
It was another call saying, oh yeah, we got this call.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't like successful.
No.
Because the house is flagged. But it was so surreal.
The timing was like cinematic.
Yeah.
It really was.
Oh my God. Oh, we should look over the block site on Kiwi Farms.
This right here?
That's just insane. I have never seen a block page that looks like that. Due to an imminent and emergency threat to human life, the content of this site is blocked from being accessed through Cloudflare's infrastructure. It's
a pretty big W.
Just insane.
We're doing this live. We're doing this live.
Yeah.
Not bad.
No, it didn't take us long.
No.
You know, I had a lot of people saying to me, stop posting all of this online. Your life is in danger. But by doing that and showing the world how insane Kiwi Farms is, it accelerated this process to the point where they had to block the site.
Mm-hmm. The speed at which it's moved is just, it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely, it's 20 past 2 a.m. right now.
Yeah.
In the UK and Ireland, so it's late, but I think as soon as the news came out, it was a goodbye. We said goodbye to an early night.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's security and stuff here, so we've had good support from all the authorities, so we're good.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you take a W, or how you celebrate something like this. You run with it.
Okay. I think the biggest thing is just that this has never happened before. The site has been online for over 10 years, well, almost 10 years. Mm-hmm. And it took us less than a month of organizing this campaign to get Cloudflare to drop them. I don't think that they could handle much more of this if we keep going.
The first statement came out from the Drop Kiwi Farms campaign on the 30th of August.
Yeah.
On Tuesday. Mm-hmm. It is now Saturday night.
Oh my God. 5 days?
Just saying, it's Saturday night.
Jesus. That was not long at all.
No. That's an easy clap right there. That's not bad.
Yeah. And another thing that's incredibly important with this too is that, yeah, the .ru site is up, but their search engine optimization is completely demolished because they don't have access to kiwifarms.net anymore. Kiwifarms.net was registered through Cloudflare.
Yeah.
They're not getting it back. So you're not going to be able to easily find stuff on Google when you search people up. Before, if you looked up my name, you'd be able to find my thread in the first 5 pages. Mm-hmm. Previously, before all of the media coverage, it was on the first page.
You reckon the...
Oh, I'm so sorry.
The cables again? That's fine.
But deplatforming doesn't work and you're going to drive more people to the site. We should show them the Google trend.
Yeah, I can get that up.
The Google trend's insane. If you look over the 5 years of Kiwi Farms, this is a really good way of showing everyone just how insane this campaign has been in making people aware of this website.
So you've all seen hockey stick curves.
Oh, let's go to Worldwide.
Worldwide, yeah. We're in the UK right now.
Oh my God.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's insane. So the first bump in March 10th, 2019, that was when Joshua Moon refused to take down the manifesto and live stream of the Christchurch massacre shooter. And then over in June 2021, that was when Near took their own life because of the harassment from the website. And over there, that's the Drop Kiwi Farms campaign.
Yep.
We brought this into mainstream awareness. I've been seeing people who are Republican elected officials retweeting my stuff about how evil Kiwi Farms is. Like, we've actually turned this into a bipartisan issue. It's not just leftists trying to get this site deplatformed.
Yeah, it's been a pretty wild week for you.
Yeah.
For both of us, but particularly for you.
Yeah.
It's hard to even come up with words to respond. Because that was their biggest shield.
Yeah.
Now everything is vulnerable.
Absolutely. And they're not going to last long if they switch everything over to Russian infrastructure. We have an entire folder full of all the Nazi shit they do. One of my closest friends can translate English into Russian pretty good. We can send things off. We can get them deplatformed again. There's nowhere they can go. Their site's not going to last. For the people who don't understand what I mean is that since 2014, Russia has had a very strict law against the rehabilitation of Nazism. You can't even show swastikas in Russian video games. So it won't take much to convince Russian infrastructure to drop Kiwi Farms. They have an entire thread debating the merits of the Holocaust, for instance. No fucking way.
No. Again, it's like an order of magnitude easier now. And an order of magnitude more difficult to keep sites like this online.
Absolutely. I have a lot of faith in the future of this campaign. Cloudflare was the biggest corporation that backed Kiwi Farms. They have nothing like that now. And every time we get another company to drop them, we can use that as justification to make the next company drop them. Mm-hmm. Like, that block screen is insane. Like, we show that to fiberhub. Oh, Cloudflare. By the way, fiberhub, you're hosting the servers of a website that just got blocked by Cloudflare for imminent and emergency danger against human life. Is this something you want to continue with, or are you going to do the right thing and drop them?
It's not a great look.
No, it's not.
It's not the best look ever.
It's going to be an easy snowball effect. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm so tired.
You are?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's good fun.
Yeah.
Good fun. Never boring.
No.
Never boring. For an insight into what Clara's been up to over the last week, that she's been in Ireland, she basically hasn't stopped the entire time. Much to the bemusement of everybody else, just hasn't stopped working. Constantly doing media stuff, constantly typing, and rarely sleeping.
Yeah, sleeping is not really useful for taking down Kiwi Farms. I try and minimize that.
Well, hopefully you'll sleep a little better now.
Yeah.
Because you do have a bit of a sleep debt to catch up on.
That's true.
You do.
Oh my God. We gotta play Pack Watch. We gotta play Pack Watch.
We can do that.
Oh, let's go. Pack Watch is in chat. Let's see him.
She's vaping.
Hey, Joshua Moon, I know you're watching this stream. Your site's not going to be online for long. You have made way too many enemies over the year to get any help with this. He's asleep. Poor baby.
It is late there, I guess. Lovely.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll be able to take like a bit of a break.
Eventually. We'll
tomorrow.
See. Oh yeah, I mean tomorrow, yeah, I'm taking a break. I'm not doing anything. I've worked way too hard. But we did this. Against all odds, we were able to rally enough people together in order to get Cloudflare to drop Kiwi Farms. I'm still amazed.
The fact that there are even like the amount of examples of like services been dropped like this, you can count on one hand. Other than, you know, like the sex work services and things like that never mention that. But having this that's a first.
Yeah.
To my knowledge. That's a knowledge. That's
absolutely.
A first.
It is not going to be hard in order to get fiberhub to drop Kiwi Farms. I don't think it'll be hard at all.
Yeah, maybe discussions going on.
Oh, probably. They're probably well aware. It was already planned. We had a permit. We had people heading out to Australia to organize the protest. And turns out that's not necessary. I was ready to go to San Francisco on October 18th for the Cloudflare Connect conference.
Yeah. Hopefully the people who were going to Australia can have a nice time.
Yeah, they should have a
regardless.
picnic.
Yeah, should have a picnic. That would be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be funny.
Yeah. Okay. We should see, what was Matt Prince's statement? Matthew Prince? Blocking Kiwi farms. I haven't read the whole statement yet, so I want to go over it. We have blocked Kiwi farms. Visitors to any of the Kiwi farm sites that use any of Cloudflare's services will see a Cloudflare block page and a link to this post. Kiwi farms may move their sites to other providers and in doing so come back online, but we have taken steps to block their content from being accessed through our infrastructure. This is an extraordinary decision for us to make, and given Cloudflare's role as an internet infrastructure provider, a dangerous one that we are not comfortable with. However, the rhetoric on the Kiwi Farm site and specific targeted threats have escalated over the last 48 hours to the point we believe there is an unprecedented emergency and immediate threat to human life unlike we have previously seen from Kiwi Farms or any other customer before. I wonder what did it?
Probably a combination of things. It's probably going to be impossible to tell.
Yeah. I think it was funny. Like right before this happened, there was the post where they were threatening to plant bombs on the poutine trucks.
Yeah. Very, yeah. Quite LARPy, but...
Yeah, but I just can't, Kiwi Farms users make fun of regular people for having bad OPSEC, but they don't understand optics at all. When you're being monitored by the entire world, when Kiwi Farms is an international news story, why in the hell would you do something like that?
I don't know, but also the attacking Cloudflare customers and journalists is probably not a great look either.
No.
That is somewhat poking the bear.
I think they were just so emboldened, they got away with how they treated the New Zealand police. They've gotten away with making people commit suicide. So they just thought they could get away with anything. Pole is seething.
Probably. And like that harm is still done, but anything to reduce that harm in future. Like people growing up today as teenagers and being on the internet as individual people for the first time, the risk to them, there's one less threat in their lives. And there certainly will be soon. No, it's going to be much, much harder for the site to stay up. It's good. I'm sure there's a lot of people feeling relieved this evening. A lot of good people feeling relieved this evening.
I've had messages pouring in from people who've been victimized by that site, just thanking me. But it wasn't just me. There were literally thousands of people involved in this. I couldn't have done this alone. Mm-hmm. All I did was try and use the horrible things that happened to me because of this site in order to lead a campaign to get this site down. But I could not have done this on my own. It's everyone who's in this stream and the thousands and thousands of people who have been part of this campaign because they want to see this hate forum go down that has literally ended people's lives before. Mm-hmm.
There's anything to protect from that. And in terms of the wider culture war, this is a W as well. Mm-hmm. Because sites like this have an undeniable role in stoking that culture war. Absolutely.
So they said, beginning approximately 2 weeks ago, a pressure campaign started with the goal to deplatform Kiwi Farms. That pressure campaign targeted Cloudflare as well as other providers utilized by the site. Cloudflare provides security services to Kiwi Farms, protecting them from DDoS and other cyber attacks. We have never been their hosting provider. We do not believe that terminating security services is appropriate even to revolting content. In a law-respecting world, the answer to even illegal content is not to use other illegal means like DDoS attacks to silence it. I'm just going to skip. However, as the pressure campaign escalated, so did the rhetoric on the Kiwi Farm site. Feeling attacked, users of the site became even more aggressive. Over the last 2 weeks, we have proactively reached out to law enforcement in multiple jurisdictions, highlighting what we believe are potential criminal acts and imminent threats to human life that were posted to the site. Just insane.
It is pretty wild.
Yeah.
I mean, the language that we've had to learn over the last 6 months has been pretty wild as well. But the language in this is also, it's a cop-out statement, but that language, immediate risk to human life, is kind of wild.
But the thing is, too, it's true.
It is.
They do pose that risk to people. It just sucks that it took these threats to escalate, for it to happen. But I think the important thing is, too, that these threats have always been there. This is just a normal day for Kiwi farms, but they do not usually have people actively monitoring them with the ability to reach millions upon millions of people. And that's why it happened.
Yeah. And now, like, tomorrow's news cycle, it's going to be this.
Yeah.
It's going to be this. And then Monday, the new week, it's on to the hosts.
Mm-hmm. I'm interested to see how fiberhub is talking about this internally. We haven't really talked about fiberhub because as part of the campaign, we need to focus on one thing at a time. So all of our collective efforts are just laser focused on the same thing, and we can apply as much pressure as possible. So I haven't really brought up fiberhub until this point. Getting Kiwi farms dropped by fiberhub will be the next goal in the campaign. Without the servers that host Kiwi farms, they won't be able to get any of the sites up, no matter what domains they change to.
And there's plenty of other routes behind the scenes as well, but that's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one. And it's going to be particularly difficult.
Oh, wait.
Now the Cloudflare's moved.
Check out fiberhub's Twitter. Fiberhub issued a tweet. Oh, let's see.
We've had a number of inquiries recently inquiring about our terms of service, acceptable use policy, and privacy policy, all of which can be found on our website. To summarize, we do not allow... This is from August 31st.
Oh, yeah.
We host sites across the political spectrum, left, right, and middle. Very five-head. If content isn't violating laws, we will host it. Now that Cloudflare blocked content based on imminent threat to life, this feels quite difficult to defend.
Oh, yeah. I don't think they'll have a defense for it.
It seems very difficult to defend.
And fiberhub is nowhere near the size of Cloudflare.
They have 772 followers.
How often do they even post?
Feel sketchy even clicking this account.
Yeah.
I don't trust this. I don't trust this.
Yeah, this seems like a fake account.
Yeah. Sus detected.
Yeah.
Sus detected.
We host sites across the political spectrum screams I'm a straight white man who has never faced any threats for existing. I'm really happy that we got all of the media attention that we did, because there were a lot of people before this campaign started and before people really started to probe all of the things that have been going on, trying to say I'm melodramatic and I'm making stuff up. And it's like, no, this is what countless people who have been targeted by Kiwi farms have had to go through. And the only thing that I did that was different was having connections in media and being able to broadcast it. Is fiberhub.com their website? I actually don't know right now. There's information on the dropkiwifarms.net site about fiberhub.
Do you want to look at that statement?
Sure. Wait, which state? Oh, it would be under updates. The newest statement that we put out.
I'm so tired.
Oh, it's okay. So this is something that we just cobbled together basically as soon as the news came out, because we wanted to have something so the media would know the stance of the campaign. Today, Cloudflare has dropped the notorious far-right hate forum Kiwi Farms. As CEO Matthew Prince has noted, threats against human life have been escalating in the last 48 hours on the website and happening in a much faster manner than law enforcement is able to keep up with. Kiwi Farms has been around for over a decade, and at no point in this site's history have they come under this much fire. This is a historical moment where thousands of people have stood up and taken a stance against online harassment and hate. We're happy with the decision that Cloudflare came to, and this deals a big blow to Kiwi farms and their community, and they may never recover from this. But that doesn't mean we should rest on our laurels. Well, we should celebrate today this name not be the end of their community. We have shown that when united together, we are capable of moving mountains. And if we continue to stand together and fight back, we can see this until the end. As long as websites like Kiwi Farms remain active, we'll keep fighting. Fiberhub, a company based in Las Vegas, is where the servers that host Kiwi Farms are located and serviced. If Kiwi Farms ever becomes active again, we must apply the same pressure to Fiberhub that we did to Cloudflare. Otherwise, the website will return online and be operational in the foreseeable future. We should celebrate all of our hard work. We did what no one else could do. However, this is not the end. If we want to see the end of Kiwi farms and communities like theirs, we must continue fighting. And that's a statement that we put out just today after we got the news. If you want the information for Fiberhub, it's under the Take Action button, but we're going to be working to overhaul the site for the next phase of the campaign.
It is a W evening. I've seen people sort of like doom posting about like things going back up and being like the alternatives, but Again, this is the biggest shield they had.
Yeah. Can you open the any statement?
Where?
And under marking 14.
It's crab rave.
It's crab rave.
It's worth a little celebration.
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta find my phone and retweet this immediately.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. All right. We crab raved enough.
We did. You've
We
wrecked
crab
the
raved
headphones.
so hard. I did actually wreck the headphones. Okay. What was Taylor Lorenz article? Because I never read it.
It's pretty good.
Was it good?
It's it was short the last time I seen it. Oh, it's a bit longer now, I believe.
Oh, let's see.
It's a bit longer now. Let's
Let's-
see. Here we go.
Let's see.
Under pressure, security firm Cloudflare drops Kiwi Farms website. Do you want to take it? It's your victory lap.
Sure. Reversing course under growing public pressure, major tech security company Cloudflare announced Saturday that it will stop protecting the Kiwi Farms website, best known as a place for stalkers to organize hacks, online campaigns, and real-world harassment. Cloudflare chief executive Matthew Prince, who this past week published a lengthy blog post justifying the company's service defending Kiwi Farms, told the Washington Post he changed his mind not because of the pressure, but a surge in credible violent threats stemming from the site. As Kiwi Farms has felt more threatened, they have reacted by being more threatening. We think there is an imminent danger, and the pace at which law enforcement is able to respond to those threats we don't think is fast enough to keep up. Prince said contributors to the forum were posting home addresses of those seen as enemies and calling for them to be shot. I did not see that.
I mean, that's been happening for some time now.
Damn.
Like, that's been happening for months.
I mean, like,
No.
God bless you for monitoring the fucking chaos that is that website. Being an active target of that website, I can't look at it very often. It would destroy my mental health. Like, I had like a 2,100 page thread where people said the most insane, unhinged shit about me on a regular basis. Kiwi Farms launched in 2013 and quickly grew into a popular internet forum for online harassment campaigns. At least 3 suicides have been tied to harassment stemming from the Kiwi Farms community, and many on the forum consider their goal to drive their targets to suicide. Members of the LGBT community and women are frequent targets. Cloudflare has faced broad backlash in the past week as a campaign for it to drop the service gained steam and widened to pressure paying customers to drop Cloudflare if it held firm. 2 weeks ago, Prince said the company stopped selling Kiwi Farms a $20 per month service to customize error messages shown to web users when its page wouldn't load. Oh,
That's what happened.
that's what happened. Because we were wondering, there was before Kiwi Farms had a custom error message that said Kiwi Farms joined the 41% whenever the site was down, obviously referencing transgender suicide attempt rates, incredibly transphobic. But then at a certain point, it changed. And the consensus on our team was that they didn't want to get in trouble, so they changed it. But it turns out we forced Cloudflare's hand and they didn't say anything about it.
Shortly after that, the custom messages went away entirely,
Oh.
and it went to the default one.
Damn. On Saturday, it withdrew the remaining free services, which fend off denial of service attacks and speed content delivery by making copies of the sites in many locations. Claire Sorrenti, a trans-Canadian Twitch streamer known online as Keffals, launched the Drop Kiwi Farms campaign after being targeted by Kiwi Farms posters for over half a year. Forum users have repeatedly doxed Sorrenti and her family, posting addresses and more, and last month they called in false crime reports to draw police to her home. Sorrenti fled to Northern Ireland last month, and within 48 hours, the users of the forum had pinpointed her location, and she began receiving threats. On Saturday, she spoke to the Post just minutes after police had arrived at her residence after another swatting attempt. I was like sitting in the living room while the police were here because of a swatting attempt. I'm getting a call from Taylor Lorenz, and she's like, you got to take this. And I'm like, all right, there are still cops here, but okay, if it's super important. And she just like got my statements for this article. It was such a surreal moment. Like, holy shit.
And just so people know, the swatting attempts in Northern Ireland look very different than they do in the US or Canada. There's a whole system, and they call around and check everything's okay. From the get-go, they were checking to make sure like we were all okay and that like we weren't at risk. And they were very happy with the situation here. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah. I feel very safe with the police here.
It's a different situation. Like, our history here is very complex, but one of the things that results from that is these sorts of things are less likely to happen. And it's why, like, I've seen a lot of people say, why the fuck did you go to Northern Ireland? Like, surely people like blow each other up there. But actually, no, it's super safe here.
See, I feel like I'm at much less risk because I don't even understand the political stuff here. I didn't know what a loyalist was until that letter.
Now you do. There's such a long history of police violence here, but for this sort of thing, you are legitimately a lot safer here.
Yeah. Gosh.
KF brain rot and Northern Ireland politics brain rot merging was not on my bingo card. Yeah, it wasn't on my bingo card either.
It was really creative, though, I gotta say.
It was genuinely very very creative. Did Ellen teach you the concise guide to Irish history in the McDonald's the other night? There's no such thing, unfortunately. Although I did, we went on a drive over the mountains after we went to McDonald's.
That was so beautiful.
Yeah, and I showed you like some of the peace walls and stuff because I was on the trip up. See the city opening up below us with the twinkling lights and everything.
It's not fair. Like, the outer roads, like outside the city, I don't know if those are, I don't know what to call those actually.
They're just country lanes.
The country roads in Ireland are so beautiful. I'm used to Canada where the country roads are not very nice at all. It's usually just like straight lines for very long periods of time.
So yeah, these roads are 1.5 times the width of a car, and they're 100 kilometers an hour, 60 miles an hour. And they're a lot of fun. And there's hedges as high, like hedgerows either side, both ways. Oh no, that's the whole width of the road. That's for both directions of travel. But there's passing places, which is very trans inclusive. There's passing places where you can get past each other, or you just go into the hedge a little bit.
Yeah, it was super fun. I have no idea what's gonna happen. It feels like every day something insane happens, and then I have to immediately mobilize some sort of response to whatever's going on. Like, it's so strange to think at the start of this year, in January 2022, my life was completely different than what it is now. I had no way of expecting that everything that I was doing, just like ratioing people online and covering news on Twitch, would lead to where I am today.
And to be soppy somewhat, and chat, this might be your opportunity to be soppily parasocial. It is true that the Stop Kiwi Farm or the Drop Kiwi Farms campaign is not reliant on one person. That's true. However, all of this started because one person didn't shut up and just accept it.
Yeah, I mean,
like there is an incredible amount of responsibility for that relief that people feel now, and for that safety that people will have in the very near future on yourself.
That was the advice I was always given. Just don't say anything about it. Keep your head down. If you do that, eventually they'll get bored and move on. That never happened. And so many people were suffering. Like, I remember when I first started digging into the history of this site, and I found the last Twitter thread that Near ever made. They just basically acted as Near's suicide letter, and them saying that they pray at some point someone would do something about that site, because the majority of the people who get targeted by that site are relative nobodies online. They don't have the power to fight back. They can't do anything about it. They're just supposed to accept it. But we don't have to accept it. We can fight back. It took us less than a week to get Cloudflare offline because we all fought back. I don't think it'd be hard to get them off the internet permanently. We've already shown we have the power to make multi-billion-dollar corporations not work with Kiwi farms anymore.
It's a pretty big W.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big W. Keffals is Bernadette Devlin. That is quite a compliment.
Who's that?
Very instrumental here in the civil rights movement in Northern Ireland. She is famous for accepting the key to the city of New York City, I think. It was New York, or it might have been Chicago. She accepted the freedom of the city in a large American city, and she immediately went and gave it to the Black Panthers.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
She's well known for a lot of things.
I mean, that's what all this started about, too. You know, this all was because I wanted to stand up for the trans community. Like when I decided to stop just like doing funny streams and sort of reorganize around covering anti-trans legislation and doing what I could in order to support the trans community. And then I get targeted by all of this. But they picked the wrong person. They really, really picked the wrong person.
Yeah, they did. Is the takedown from Cloudflare even permanent? Yes, Cloudflare have permanently suspended. They'll not be able to have any protection from them again, which was their biggest shield against attacks. And to be very clear, this started back in the day early because you were reassuring people. Like their interest in you initially started because you were being annoying on Twitter.
It was so weird. And I remember like when we met up with the Vice journalist, and he seemed perplexed, like, why did this start because of ratios? So I had to pull up these posts from the Kiwi Farms thread where they unironically went into depth about how the ratios bothered them. Or basically, when a conservative pundit says something transphobic and then I ratio them and it gets significantly more traction than what they said, they basically view it as me reaching consensus that they're wrong and showing everyone in that person's audience that no one agrees with them. And that's why it drives them insane.
And they were essay posting about this.
They were
like full on essay posting. Like the worst Twitch chatters, but also like fascists. So like the worst Twitch chatters.
Yeah. I'll always remember when Keffals switched to trans news and Mike from PA said, you can butt up against the difficulties of politics and you can let it embitter you and cut you off from the world, or you can fight like hell with all the tools you have to achieve whatever you can. I mean, that's true. I mean, it's like I'm seeing people in the chat right now being like, oh no, Kiwi Farms is back up already. What was this all for anyway? And no, celebrate the huge win that we just got. No one has been able to do this to Kiwi Farms. This is huge. This is like a historical moment on the history of the internet. And we need to celebrate that. And then we need to regroup and work towards the next objective of the campaign. It was Cloudflare yesterday. It'll be fiberhub tomorrow. They can't. One day.
You're taking a day off.
I'm taking a day off. I need to take a day off.
It'll go down.
Yeah.
And if stuff's forced onto the darknet, that's it. It's done.
If it get forced onto the darknet, that's still a win.
Oh no, yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, absolutely. If it's not publicly accessible, then who cares? We'll chase them into the shadows. I mean, that's the thing. Like, as long as we have this much attention on them.
Well, they've been dragged out into the light.
Yeah, they can't do the things they do.
So they can't hide in the shadows.
They tried to do that. They tried to go claws out and be as nasty and brutal as they are when they feel threatened, and it got them deplatformed. They deplatformed themselves in response to our campaign.
Yeah. And like for the folks who are already sort of brain rotted to an incredible degree, it's not necessarily going to help them improve their lives. Although they, hopefully, at least some of them come away from this and it sort of makes them take pause. But the harder these things are to access, the harder it is to make more people fall down that rabbit hole. Because that's what's required to keep this sort of horrible stuff going. They need a constant influx of new people.
Absolutely. And you kind of noticed that with the site as the campaign started going. A lot of the people who were afraid of being found out as users of the site really started to post less. And even Joshua Moon, his rhetoric got a lot less nasty once the campaign really kicked off, because he knew anything that he said could and would be used against him. You know, this is a community of stalkers. They get off on watching other people and mocking them. But it seems like they really don't like it when they're the ones being watched.
And the response seems very different. And I think it's weird having ads.
Yeah.
Enjoy these free ads, eBay. So with yourself, it is interesting to see how differently people respond when you don't take it. Like when you do this massive publicly facing stuff, the type of language. And I, for those who don't know, I've been researching extremist forums online for a number of years now. So this is stuff I've been aware of for a long time. But the language changed. The language was different. It was still horrible, still abominable, but it was different. And I think that was a good sign.
Yeah. Oh my God. The harder these things are to access, the easier it'll be to find the losers who cry about it and shut them down. Yeah, no, absolutely. So glad I thought to name search myself a Kiwi Farms just hours before it went down. Found some pretty funny stuff.
There are some bangers occasionally.
I hate when they actually say something that's funny.
Because stop clocks, right? It's like Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah.
Stop clocks. Once in a while, there's a banger.
Yeah.
Banger tweet. Not very often. Thank you for all the comments on my accent. It's a Northern Irish sort of radio accent, I guess.
You have a nice voice.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you. Just gonna
being on Twitch helps with that.
Yeah.
Slows you down. Although also being awake at 3 a.m. also helps you speak a little slower.
Yeah. I mean, my sleep schedule was fucked up, so I don't even feel tired.
I don't know. You're probably high on adrenaline.
Oh yeah, no. This was such a massive win because we got the biggest one to drop them. Everything else compared to Cloudflare is small potatoes.
It's wee buns.
Wee buns?
That's the Northern Irish phrase. It's wee buns. Saying it's not. It's going to be easy. It's like a small. It's small fry. It's wee buns.
Wee buns.
Now that we've got Cloudflare, it's wee buns.
It's wee buns.
It's wee buns. There we go. You've learned something. See, we keep teaching police about swatting, Northern Irish police about swatting, and now I've taught you about wee buns.
2,000 viewers right now, huh?
2K Andy? 2K Andy arc? Not bad.
Jeez. You know what the blocked message reminds me of? Like the long-term nuclear warning message. I don't know why. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this looks like the long-term nuclear waste message. I really wish Cloudflare put this as the message. So
this place is a message and part of a system of messages. Pay attention to it. Sending this message was important to us. We considered ourselves to be a powerful culture. This place is not a place of honor. No highly esteemed deed is commemorated here. Nothing valued is here. What is here was dangerous and repulsive to us. This message is a warning about danger. The danger is in a particular location. It increases towards a center. The center of danger is here, of a particular size and shape, and below us. The danger is still present in your time as it was in ours. The danger is to the body, and it can kill. The form of the danger is an emanation of energy. The danger is unleashed only if you substantially disturb this place physically. This place is best shunned and left uninhabited.
That's a long-term nuclear warning message where if an area is left irradiated for up to 10,000 years, they have this message on the site in both written and in the form of like physical cues. There's all the different. Yeah.
Oh, have you ever heard the Ellen? Some crack out your presence has been detected. Are you aware of the Northern Irish security robots?
No, I'm not. What are those?
Do you want to be aware of the Northern Irish?
I want to be aware
robots?
of them.
Okay. Armadillo robot. I don't know. Northern Ireland milking robot in action. No, that's not what we want.
Milking robots.
It's cows. Does anybody have a link?
Anyone have a link to?
Do you have a link
to Northern Irish robots? Which robots? Security robots?
Security robots. Armadillo security robot. Because this is incredible. Like, it's genuinely incredible. Oh, this might be it.
Oh, let's see. Let's see.
Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is.
We particularly like it because we can let the dog off a lot.
So this is a Northern Irish
came on Saturday
accent
to find
robot.
that a real shock, actually, really made us jump and made me very angry because it feels like 1984. Big
1984.
Brother was watching, and we were not happy, and we had no idea
Not
why
happy.
they were there. There was no notice at the beginning of the walk.
If you haven't seen, you're not ready for the
warning
accent.
about what might happen. So it left us quite shaken, actually.
Here we go.
Warning, this is security. Your presence has been detected. The owner and police have been informed.
That looks like a way more scuffed Northern Irish version of a Portal Sentry.
Exactly. So these are like defending places where these are defending like railway construction sites in England right now. Is this article?
It's so funny. Like, ever since we did this campaign, Kiwi Farms is supposed to have a no contact rule, but they keep trying to come into my streams or like go into my Twitter replies only for a mod to flick them away immediately. They're trying to say, oh, we won, W, our site's still up. It's like, okay. We know, we've always known. Like, we knew that getting Cloudflare to drop Kiwi Farms was one of many goals of the campaign.
It's the biggest one.
It was the biggest one. You think fiberhub won't capitulate to the pressure if Cloudflare did?
Yeah, I don't think there's much hope.
Yeah. Especially because you can say, and you know, I've seen people said, oh, these big companies don't care if their social media gets dogpiled. Yes, they do. They absolutely do, because their social media is used as a way to advertise to customers. If potential customers are going onto a company's page and seeing all of their tweets dogpiled, they're going to be like, what's up? Why is this happening? And should I use this service?
I think the thing that's going to really help here is the fact that the Cloudflare statement is a bit of a cop-out. However, what is really good on it is that language of imminent threat to life, because that gets people's attention.
Yeah.
That gets people's attention.
Yeah. I mean, even linking them the Washington Post article being like, it got dropped because in Matthew Prince's own words, they were posting photos of their enemies and saying they should be shot. That's insane.
Yeah. And people located in the US where that is actually like a legitimate threat.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas it's much like 100 times harder to make that happen somewhere like here.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, that Twitter account we saw is real, it turns out.
Oh, by the way, that Twitter was real. That was fiberhub's Twitter.
It just looks sus as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, if you Google Cloudflare the past 2 weeks, the entire news tab was that they supported a stalking and harassment website that doxes and swats people. That's terrible PR. Oh, yeah, it is. And we've generated so much media, and we're going to generate more media on this topic. This is going to be a winning campaign. I hope everyone here feels accomplished, that we managed to do something that was an impossible goal that's never been done before. So proud. Yeah, we're just getting started.
It's just getting started.
Just getting started.
And it's especially, I think, in this day and age when so much of the news is so horrible that people sit back and enjoy the W.
Absolutely.
And just enjoy the relief or the achievement.
Yeah. And coming out of this, the campaign is going to be significantly stronger. Mm-hmm. We're going to get more people involved, and we're going to see that the people who are already involved will be galvanized by this. We've proven that if we keep doing this over a prolonged period of time, get as many people involved as we can successfully get companies to drop Kiwi Farms.
And Google delisting and all sorts of other things. It's all possible.
I think the biggest message is just showing how the whole, oh, this is about free speech. It's always bullshit. This was never about free speech. I've seen them like to say, oh, you don't like it when I make fun of you. Go ahead, make fun of me. Say as mean things as you want about me. I do not give a shit. I don't care whatsoever. But when you start posting doxing information for me and my loved ones, and I start to have police showing up at my house, pointing guns at me, that's where the line gets drawn. That's fucked up. That's a danger, an actual threat to my life.
Yeah, and in North America, like that's like legitimately a threat to your life. Like it's an attempt on your life.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Kiwi Farm's second domain's already down? Oh, that's Brennan. That's legit.
That's legit?
That's legit. Let's see. Is it down?
Well, it's difficult to know because the way DNS works.
Okay, let's see.
This is a web server that's being overloaded. That's what a web server looks like. Well, one that's running Nginx.
Damn.
It's being probably DDoSed. Because the thing with Cloudflare's infrastructure, I don't know much about it, but
this isn't Kiwi Farm. What do you mean this isn't?
That is the domain.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. There's something about the way that Cloudflare's infrastructure works that's much better at protecting the back end. Do you want to plug your phone in, Clara?
Maybe in a bit.
Okay.
Maybe in a bit. It's okay.
Okay. But yeah, these sorts of error messages are going to be pretty common.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Very common. And there's umpteen different routes, and that's besides the national level stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
Things are developing very quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't the domain. That makes sense. But things are developing very quickly. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are more developments like throughout the night and over the weekend.
Oh yeah, just wait until the campaign gets geared up again and we start actually sending emails en masse to fiberhub and people start dogpiling their Twitter account to ask them to drop Kiwi farms.
Well, that first stage took 4 days.
Yeah.
So
it's not going to be long.
No.
I do think it's really funny when people are being crybullies about this. Like I see people saying I'm leading a harassment campaign. And it's like, okay, I have never once seen you cry about the harassment campaigns led by Kiwi farms that took the lives of people who did not deserve that. But now, because there's a campaign to drop this website, that's suddenly an issue. It just tells you where people's priorities are.
Absolutely. And there likely will be national level attempts as well. There's legislator interest now in the US, as we saw with your retweets earlier. And yeah, it's gonna be an interesting month.
Absolutely. We'll have to see where all of this goes. Relying on a Russian host to get people looked at by the Treasury Department, it's not going to last long.
The sanction situation is actually interesting, but I think you need legal advice on that.
Yeah. There has to be some sort of criminal angle against Moon because of his personal involvement in your harassment. I can't say because of confidentiality reasons, but I have a lawyer. I am currently looking into things still. And when I can finally talk about it, I will. It just takes a really long time to actually mount a legal case.
Yeah, and ongoing investigations and stuff as well. It's why we're not commenting on threats made in Northern Ireland, because there's ongoing police investigations into this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Everyone who's saying Kiwi Farms is back up. Look, kiwifarms.net. It's still blocked. Kiwi Farms is down. Their main site's down. We don't have to keep going over this now. Everyone is aware their secondary site is up temporarily until it also goes down. Please read the statements from the Drop Kiwi Farms campaign. We always knew the site was going to go back up even after Cloudflare dropped them. Oh yeah, no, some people absolutely don't know how the internet operates, and it's really funny. Like that Nicholas DeOrio guy, he was watching the stream where we announced the beginning of the website. And in that stream, I said that I prefer when people are in the Keffals.gg chat, because when you make an account through the Keffals.gg chat, I get access to your IP address. And he decided to make a post saying, oh, well, look who's the doxer now. And it's like, okay, that's how the internet works. If you go to any website anywhere, your IP address is logged. That's just how it's. Oh my God. Yeah, I was hilariously ignorant and bad faith. I'm used to people being super, super bad faith towards me. But I don't care. Yeah, plus it's not like this was brand new info. It's literally in the user agreement. People have no idea what an IP address even is. I know. People are so tech illiterate.
There we go. See, messing with shaders in OBS in real time. It didn't crash, so I'm very pleased with that.
Because you can
Wave 2, Glow 2, Color 3.
Because you can only go up from here. Hello from New Zealand, you fucking rock. Taking down Kiwi Farms has also taken down a fascist/white nationalist New Zealand website, Action Zealandia, which was hosted by 1776. Yo, what?
What?
Wait. Hold on a second. Action Zealandia. I can't find it. Oh, another win without knowing. There's been a lot of wins today. Like, on top of this, Mr. Menaker's ban evasion account got banned. And then in the same day, Mr. Menaker's backup ban evasion account got banned. Kiwi Farms users on Twitter are just getting clapped left and right. Could you go to the link? I think it's okay. The actionzealandia.com link. It's just up. Yeah.
Request time to. Is this something?
Yeah, let's see.
It's a white screen.
Holy shit. So we unintentionally took down a white nationalist website because it was hosted by 1776 Hosting, the company that Joshua Moon owns, and got it dropped. That's awesome.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Another little W.
Yeah.
Like my graphic design work here. I think that's decent enough.
I think they'd learn Keffals posts are like honeypots to them. I've always found it very strange how I managed to attract such unhinged people.
People are fucking obsessed with me.
I know, but I'm not even like that extreme in my rhetoric.
Oh, I know. Filthy liberal.
I know.
They're obsessed with you.
I know.
It's wild. There's something about, I don't know. It's being a good poster. They hate a good poster. They hate to see a good poster succeed.
That's so real.
So real. You're extreme in being trans, I guess.
You're not a socialist. I am a socialist. Keffals, my partner and I are going to get dinner to celebrate this. Have a good rest of your night. And you too, Ellen. You were magnanimous in hosting Clara.
Good night, Arif.
Yeah, you should all follow Ellen from now on Twitch. Ellen has been really gracious in hosting me here.
I'm just a friend. just being a friend. That's what friends do. Even when your friends are being like hunted by creeps.
That's so true.
Mm-hmm. We have good support structure here. My neighbours are great. We all look out for each other. The police have been good. My Twitch is Ellen from now on. From now. How do you say?
From now on.
Now.
From now on.
From now on. For Ellen from now on. Ellen from now on. Ellen from now on.
Nyan?
Now on. Oh dear. Oh.
You're too tired.
Yeah. Also, actually, I need to challenge you on this.
Okay.
I said that I would end your friendship with you once you had more Twitter followers than Bill with a cat.
Oh shit.
And now you do.
Oh no. Please.
So I have your suitcases in the hallway.
Please.
No.
I'm sorry.
A promise is a promise. But after this, you can stay. Maybe we'll see.
Okay. Let's see.
Now, friendship not ended. Clara's been really good. It's been wonderful. Really, really good. You need to make me a cup of tea one day, though.
Yeah, I should do that.
Mm-hmm. After stream.
Okay.
Like your voice, thank you. It's nicer when it's tired.
Yeah. Oh boy. I just don't know. I have no idea what's happening. I've been operating like hour to hour this entire week.
Tonight's been minute to minute.
Oh god, yeah.
There were like 2 hours there where it was just
insane.
Fucking all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow's the Lord's Day, and in Northern Ireland they used to chain up the swings at parks on Sunday, so hopefully you'll get a rest. They don't do that anymore, but you do deserve a little bit of a sleep.
Yeah. I mean, I'll try. I don't know how easy it'll be for me to sleep.
I'm having an orange juice and a gin after this.
Okay.
That's what I'm having. You can have an orange juice if you want.
I do like orange juice.
No, you don't drink.
I don't drink.
I don't drink either usually, but this is a W.
Yeah.
It's like a Christmas drink, you know?
It's true. I'm so interested to see what's coming next.
What numbers is your tweet doing?
A
lot.
53,000 likes and view tweet activity.
Maybe
it
seven digits.
Oh yeah, it's probably way over 1 million people have viewed that already. Hi, Keffals. Cam Wilson here from Crikey and Sydney. Congrats. Hi, Cam. I don't know if the protest is still going now because obviously Cloudflare has dropped Kiwi Farms, but thank you for being on our side and helping us with that protest.
Yeah, it was good. It's been very interesting to see, I know we were talking about this earlier, the change in tone with lots of people who were initially very skeptical. But today, 180 degrees. So many people, like this morning, there were so many people who just 180 degreed on what they thought this was going to go.
Yeah. And
then less than a day later.
Yeah, I had people, friends being like, I don't think they're going to drop Kiwi Farms. And then it just happens.
Yeah.
It's funny too. Ben Collins, the reporter from NBC, when he was doing that story on Kiwi Farms that went really big, he was telling me that he had been following Kiwi Farms for almost a decade, but he was always given the advice, don't mention them, don't talk about them. You'll do the Streisand effect and they'll become bigger. And it only took a couple days after that story for them to get booted.
Mm-hmm. Was it even 48 hours? It wasn't 48 hours.
It wasn't even 48 hours. No. Jeez.
And like there's a ton of media that they're going to have to rewrite now.
Yeah.
Because there's all this stuff recorded and interviews done.
Yeah.
That is sort of like, it's not irrelevant, but it's really out of date now.
Oh yeah, I mean the news cycle's just moving so fast on this. Did I ever complete the TMZ interview? I don't think they ever published it, but having TMZ want to interview me in the first place was the weirdest thing of all of the types of interviews that I got.
Oh, by the way, my stream earlier did so well, I'm going to be able to upgrade my door handles.
Oh, thank God.
It's going to be fancy.
Oh my gosh. Streisand effect applies more to things you did yourself. So what Kiwi Farms did was the Streisand effect. Trying to silence others made themselves easier to take down. Yeah. I mean, also, like, why would you listen to your bullies? Like, people in my Kiwi Farms thread were saying, this will all go away, Lucas, if you just stop talking about us. And it's like, why would I listen to my bullies? Why would they ever give me useful advice or tell me what would legitimately help me?
Here's a message here. They're going to end up being sub-only. And at that point, you cannot monitor them as easily. Here's the thing. Every single community like this is crawling with sussy imposters. Crawling. If you don't think that extremism researchers and all sorts of different groups like that haven't been infiltrating these groups for a decade, it's impossible for people to keep prying eyes out, because researchers into this are extremely good at what they do.
I don't know why it's such an L that people are saying, oh, Kiwi Farms is going to have to go sub only. That's great.
Only, yeah, like it keeps people out. But like it keeps new people out. But unless they completely start again from scratch, there are probably thousands of accounts on that website of like beds and researchers and academics.
Yeah, no, it's a win. The smaller it gets and the more reclusive it gets is absolutely a win.
Suffocation is good in this case.
And I mean, like, there are counterexamples. Like, the Daily Stormer is still up, but it's been through so much shit, they've lost a huge portion of their user base.
Oh, the attrition is incredible.
Oh, yeah, they can't even do subs since they can't do payment processors unless they want all of their subs to be in Bitcoin or something.
Yeah, and like, to be clear, Kiwi Farms is nearly 10 years old. When you disrupt online communities that are that old, it takes, first of all, attrition is a big problem, but also, two, it is very difficult to rebuild that. It takes a long time. And actually on the sort of, do you remember earlier this week, people were like bragging about the number of visitors?
Yeah. That's not something they should brag about.
That might not have been a good thing. Every journalist in North America. For a lot of people, speaking out is not the right decision. Being quiet is the right decision.
Oh, absolutely.
Be very clear. If somebody has been targeted by people like this and they want to stay quiet, that is quite likely the correct idea for them. That's not the universal approach. It's not gone forever yet. It's not gone totally yet. Their main domain name is down. That makes it much harder for members of the public to find. And their main protector has abandoned them.
Oh my god. You should put up this thread I just saw. How do we put this up?
Who?
Taylor Lorenz. I didn't see this thread from an hour ago.
It's because we were live, probably.
That's true. There we go.
There you go.
Cloudflare did not drop Kiwi Farms in response to any one news article. Media people should note that Keffals led this campaign. Her powerful audience generated drop Kiwi Farms coverage on dozens of websites over the past month, including Insider, CBS, Vice, Bloomberg, and more. Content creators have made TikToks as Instagram posts about this. Twitch streamers covered it at length for weeks, and activists and nonprofits have worked behind the scenes to exert pressure on Cloudflare. Even Marjorie Taylor Greene weirdly issued support for killing the site. Obviously, journalism plays a major role in media attention on stories like this. Just noting that it wasn't journalists who started this accountability campaign. It was Keffals who was brave enough to talk publicly every day about her experiences and Kiwi Farms' harm to the trans community. That's really sweet.
That is.
I wish I could bring up that fan art that someone made. It's like in the art channel in the Discord. It was so funny. How do we get it?
I can open Discord here.
Oh my god.
Keffals art.
Right there.
This one?
This one.
Oh, that's a classic.
Is the best fan art anyone has ever made.
It is a classic.
Look at this. The most unlikely alliance that you could have ever imagined.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I never thought that I would be fighting side by side with Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Unlikely alliances. Yeah. You should do a collab stream one day.
Yeah.
When you're back in North America.
That's true. I should teach Marjorie Taylor Greene about like trans culture. I'll teach her what a boy motor is. Yeah, that would be good. She wouldn't be upset about this at all.
Definitely not. Minecraft, Minecraft from Marjorie Taylor Greene, that could be fun. You see, this is the problem. I've learned so much about like North American politicians throughout all of this as well.
Yeah.
I feel like I've pushed, formative memories out of my head throughout all this thing, learning all the terminology. And do you feel the same? Like there's like the Homer Simpson thing, where your brain's full. I've probably forgotten something.
I feel like
important.
A bit less, but I've had to talk to so many journalists. I've probably talked to like 20 or more journalists.
You have.
I never thought I would be this involved in media before.
You have a promising career ahead of you. I told you this earlier, but you have a promising career ahead of you. I think chat's likely to agree with that.
Congrats from Nova Scotia. Nice. You got some Nova Scotians in chat.
Nice. Tell us about your politics. Do you have a king? Like in Northern Ireland? We have the Queen of England, I guess. Or is it Canada? Is there a King of Canada?
No, there's... What are you... Oh, come on.
I have to ask the questions.
Canada is also a constitutional monarchy.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing because we have such an American culture, but if you immigrate to Canada, you have to pledge allegiance to the Queen of England.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we historically this apartment has said no to the Queen of England, so I guess. For those who don't know, it's a W stream. We can
oh yeah, no, absolutely.
I was a government advisor for a while. I was for the UK government. I was on the one of 12 people on the National LGBT Advisory Panel. It was completely unpaid, but because of that, I was offered an MBE by the Queen, by the Prime Minister, to be awarded by the Queen, which is like, it stands for Member of British Empire. It's like a fancy award, but we turned it down, which was good fun. It was a fun email to write. A very fun email to write. Yeah, anything associated with that, not a fan. Isn't it like a knighthood? No. Knighthood is like way above that. Way above that. It is an honor, but it's in their birthday honors list or whatever.
Oh my God. I'm still like, none of this feels real. Still. Did I talk to Katie? Katie Montgomery? Not yet. My nails look nice. They're starting to chip. I gotta fix them up. I gotta find a place that does nails in Belfast.
Oh, there's plenty.
Yeah, imagine so.
Plenty of gay places as well.
I still can't believe there's a gay bar in... What was it called?
Oh, the big gay bar in Belfast called the Kremlin, with a statue of Lenin.
What?
Do you not know about this? Let's get it up.
No, what was the one about like the pussy diver? What was it?
Oh, the Muff Diving Club?
The Muff Diving
Muff
Club.
Donegal.
That's amazing.
There's a village in County Donegal called Muff, and they have a diving club. But the gay bar... where do we go? God, I'm so tired. I can't even navigate around the city I've lived in my whole life. Fuck am I? Oh yeah, here we go. Let's just... There we go.
Oh shit.
There's himself. Gay bar. We could go at some point. Obviously, this is banter, and we're not saying fucking time scales.
Yeah, this is
People losing their shit about stuff.
Yeah, people give me a lot of... Though I gotta say, I don't think I'm gonna do the IRL stream anymore.
Kiwi sells seething over with.
Maybe for a bit, yeah.
For a bit.
You'll still have the backpack for when
I
you
will
can,
still have the backpack. I'm excited to use it in the future.
You can also use it for when you're traveling in general.
That's true.
Just for like hotels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Works for lots of different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can have a chat meetup in the Kremlin. under Lenin. Yeah, people use a TwitchCon too. Yeah, no, they're used all over the place.
Speaking of Lenin, this whole series of events reminds me of that one quote. Like, what was it?
Why no more IRL streams? It's not like a set no IRL streams chat. It's just things have developed so quickly today with this big, huge W that you need to constantly reassess security.
Oh.
And this is relevant to that. So
yeah, the quote was, there are decades where nothing happens and there are weeks where decades happen.
yeah, this is one of those Lenin weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a certified Lenin week, as it were.
I'm sure there were Keffals fans who would guard you with... Actually, that was the plan. Like, if I was going to San Francisco for the Cloudflare Connect protest, people from the Tenacious Unicorn Ranch already told me they were going to show up armed to guard me.
Jesus.
These are just things I need to worry about now. I literally have to worry about people killing me. It's insane.
That is an American sentence, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a very American sentence. So you're just going to turn up armed. Jesus. I'm still doing the gun range IRL stream in San Diego. That's going to be fun. I've never held an American gun before. Be good crack.
I'm still debating on whether or not I should, or I mean, I can. I just don't know if I should go.
Oh, of course, no disclosures now or anything. But
I'm trying to figure things out. I don't know.
Only Irish. Yeah, I've had like farmer shotguns and stuff like that before.
Keffals.
Oh, send in the Northern Ireland robot to defend your perimeter. Well, we have 5 Northern Irish security robots around the apartment currently, and every time somebody walks past walking their dogs, they get lasered. So there's quite a pile outside at this point.
I see I'm back on trending hell.
Are you trending again? You've been unnerved?
Yeah, I got unnerved. At some point, I ended up not trending, and now I'm back with 38k tweets.
It's not enough tweets.
Sheesh.
It's not enough tweets.
Oh my god.
God, I forgot to move my mop and shit out of the back. See my mop handle and like the cork board beside the dishwasher on top of the thing. Yeah, Keffals stonks are rising.
Well,
this is true.
Hold on a second.
It's away. It's disappearing. Oh, blåhaj.
I got it. I got the shark.
Here. Do you want to wear Wilbur?
What is that?
Squid hat.
Okay. Or the squid hat.
Squid hat's been banned in my channel for a long time because it's too warm. But it's a special day.
Show the squid hat. Okay. Okay. Ah. What's happening?
That's Wilbur.
Okay. Hi, Wilbur.
That's Wilbur. He's very nice. Do the funny fish.
Do the funny fish.
That means the
Oh.
blåhaj is actually a signalman. So this badge here is from the Irish steam trains, which is quite
Oh.
good. Is that how you say this shark's name? Yep. Blåhaj. That's blåhaj in Swedish,
It's a good
I
shark.
believe. Very good to see you smile. Yeah, no, absolutely.
What?
Is people saying it's good to see you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had a lot of that lately.
Yeah, that's why we went on the drive yesterday and
Yeah.
and shit like that. It's good. Like, to be honest, and being very clear, do you see if you don't have fun during stuff like this, you'll lose the run of yourself.
Yeah.
You'll go mad. Like, so you do need to have a bit of crack in the Irish sense.
Every
so
time you
often.
say that, I'm just like, it still like has to like register through my head. You are not talking about crack.
Yeah, not in
cocaine.
the Hunter Biden sense.
Yeah.
More in the Irish sense. What's the tat? Oh, Ellen, what's the tat? Oh, it's a quote from a friend, Lear McKee. It says, "Here's to better times ahead, and saying goodbye to bombs and bullets once and for all." It's the only tattoo I have. She was a very dear friend. She was a journalist who actually did have interest in this sort of thing. She was murdered by the new IRA in 2019, about 70 miles from here. So we're very fashionable now,
Yeah.
both of us. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, Wilbur is a Twitch partner. You can
I
see.
see. It's a blooping raid. What? Was there a raid that I missed?
Oh, there've been a few raids.
I don't know. There's so much going on.
It's just, yeah, activity feed is useless.
Yeah.
Absolutely useless. It is 4 a.m. here.
Mhm.
You stream as long as you want.
I'll probably end when you're ending.
Okay.
I have no additional plans. I just wanted to go live to celebrate because Cloudflare got dropped.
Oh yeah, no, it's a big
I mean,
W
not
moment.
Cloudflare got dropped. Kiwi Farms got
Kiwi
dropped by
Farms got
Cloudflare.
dropped. Not just dropped, but blocked.
Yeah.
Because if they just dropped it, they could have just forwarded the traffic as a domain registrar, and then it'd still be accessible. So this is better than being dropped. This is blocked.
Mm-hmm.
So their main domain is useless now. That's
And all their search engine results are toast.
every single one. It's pretty good. Wind down, cup and tea. Yeah, I think I will have a cup of tea after this. I think I will have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Good day.
Yeah. So I guess if we were to end off the stream, I just want to say to all the people who feel disheartened because kiwifarms.ru is up, even after their main site got nuked. This is only the beginning of the campaign. And we've already shown that we can come together. We can make multi-billion-dollar corporations drop Kiwi Farms. And if we can do that, we can do anything. We can make all the companies that support Kiwi Farms drop them. We're going to win this. I don't know how long this fight's going to be, but we will win this. Hi.
Do you want to head for
I guess so.
a cup of tea?
Get a cup of tea.
Get a cup of tea.
Cup
And
of tea.
head off. Shall we have one more crab rave?
Yes. One more.
One more crab rave. I think we
How
can
do I-
afford
where do
one more crab rave. Chat, crab please. Crab please. Remember, this is just the first big W, okay? There are many more, I'm sure, to come from Drop Kiwi Farms campaign. But of course, you should listen to Clara for more on that.
Yes.
I'm just your host this evening. I hope you enjoy the crisp video and the non-crashing OBS. Let's go.
Okay.
How dank do you want this to be?
Extremely dank.
Extremely dank?
Extremely dank.
Chad, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Who do you raid on a night like this?
I don't know.
Who's live even?
I don't know. We could just raid Carter. That's fine.
Okay. www.dropkiwifarms.net for more information as the next stages of the campaign come out, of course, from Clara and her team. I've been your host, Ellen, from now on. Twitch.tv/Ellen from now on. Good night. Slán.